So this is like 2 videos left, because this is number 9 now of Noiseless Whisper, and number 10, I mean that's like the hike, right? And then there's still one additional video, which is gonna be video number 11. I don't know yet. I think I like these conversations with the madman, but you know, in one way, this is already conversations with the madman. I have the feeling there was going to be one video that I'm going to record in my room, because that's a place where I can do other things, such as like yoga. And I'm just gonna show you, you know, one exercise per month that you can do to challenge yourself a bit. That's just one per month. And I'm going to talk to you about how to do it. And you are basically in charge how often you want to do these things. Like, if you don't feel like doing it, right, that's your problem. You know, I'm just showing you something and you pick for yourself. So every 11th video I'm gonna call, whoa, there's so many mushrooms to pick here. It's like insane. There are so many fly agarics all over the place. And I could pick them all, but you know, that's just like choice. That's just like choice, right? I mean, just look at this, please. There are always these arrows. It's like, go there, go here, eat me, buy me, play with me, right? There's all kinds of people that would like to play with me. And with play, I also mean sexuality. Women want to play with me. You know, they all want to play with me. But I've devoted myself to one woman, and that's, you know, that's a fine line. Choose wisely. You know, I've chosen because every woman that I meet is just a ripoff of her. You know, every woman that I meet reminds me of her. Every woman that I meet has some of her parts, but that woman just isn't her. So I believe she's actually struggling through the same shit as I am. She's just choosing to remain silent because at the moment there's nothing to say, right? I'm here, you're there. So that's all there is to it. And of course, I'm dealing as much with her fear as she is dealing with mine. And there are some ways to deal with such things. You know, rapé is one. Rapé is one way of dealing with such things. Listen to it on my podcast. I dance with rapé. It's a way of bringing out the trash, your emotional trash, mainly fear. Because it's connecting you with your root chakra. And that's why I say never smoke tobacco. Inject it with a pipe into your nose to draw out energy through your nostrils, so that the Kundalini snake can work its way up, right? So I'm not here to tell you everything there is. I'm just throwing you these bits and pieces. You hear them. If something interests you, you have to do your own research. I'm not the kind of person that reads a lot of books. I'm just motivating you to figure it out for yourself. And so I'm just telling you some things that are there. And that's what I'm gonna do with those videos. I'm going to show you, this is what I have available for you. You like it? Take it. Right? There's like this exercise. You want to do it? Then do it. You don't? Well, leave it. Move on to something else. You know, work with what triggers you. Work with Amy. Fuß. Work with what triggers you. And learn to figure out what you actually like and what you dislike. And that's then the way to do it. And that's all I can say to that. And there's always going to be people that are doing certain things. There's always going to be people that just pretend to like what they're doing. You know, I really like what I'm doing, that's why I keep doing it. People who are pretenders, they don't last long. If you pretend to love somebody, you won't really get very far. Right? If you pretend to like something, you won't be serious about it. I like this life. And that's why, you know, I've said there's a part of me that wants to die. But I'm not really serious about dying. I'm serious about living. And making choices that keep me alive. You know, if somebody would come and offer me 50 million euros to jump into a river full of crocodiles, I would say no. Because money isn't really what I want. I want love. But I also realized that money is a way to keep people safe from the clutches of the mindless who only serve themselves. So there need to be people like me who say, you know, I'm here, you're there, let's do something. And so, yeah, I do realize that people are watching me and people want to see me fail, because when I fail, they're right. And when I fail, they can look down on me. But the thing is, I've been at rock bottom. I've been in suicide town. And I got out of it. And one way of doing that was through psychedelics. Every time my heart really pointed me towards psychedelics, I gave into it. But the thing is, I also knew how to deal with them because life had presented me with a set of skills. And one of them is the mentality to work hard in a spiritual way. So sadhana is spiritual work. And whatever feels right for you depends on you and your mission. I use the tools that feel good to me in the moment that I feel like doing them. And that's why at the moment it was important for me to learn to deal without sex, so that I won't use my wife just for sexual pleasure. You know, that's what porn is about, dumping your semen, dumping your frustration into women and using them to make you feel good. You know, it's like a beautiful woman gives a man a blowjob and he like presses her head on, like, why? She's not like this. Just let her do. Like, I once was with a woman that forced me like into her vagina, literally, to please herself. What I should have done, I should have said, fuck you. And that brings me back to anal sex. Unless your partner really wants it, and that goes both ways. Some women want anal sex, but the man does not. Some men want anal sex, but the woman does not. You know, maybe they both don't yet know, maybe they're both preoccupied, right? You can just mention it, I would be open for it. You can even say, I would really like to do it. Please consider it before you just say no. You know, at least take the time to educate yourself a little. Because if you just say no, you're giving me nothing to work with. This is something, you know, that we're doing together. I don't want to use you, but I'm telling you, this is something I really want. And you say just no to it. But that's, you know, appreciation. You know, that person is still there. Maybe that person isn't there to give you everything you ever wanted. You know, maybe that person is also showing you you have to let go of certain things. And that's, of course, a scary place. Anyway, we're almost there. This was a hard-earned day. That's as easy as it is a pain in the ass. This dog is a present from heaven at the moment because it's really helping me to get out of the house. I couldn't have done it without her, and that's why I'm really grateful. And that's why I'm grateful for my wife, because I couldn't have done it without her. Because she kept me struggling, because her sweet fragrance was leading the way in a way, just the direction to keep moving. Because where I was, she was not. So I had to get to different places to see if she would be there. Okay, that's the woodpecker packing away, looking for scraps in dead wood. Right? That's quite dark, isn't it? Anyway, live life. Peace out. We're almost there.